Okay, people. So just back from a screening of The Family Plan. This is the new film from director Simon Cellan Jones. It's written by David Coggeshall. The film is produced by Mark Wahlberg, Stephen Levinson, Don Granger, Dana Goldberg, and David Ellison. It's executive produced by John Chi Scuti. Kevin Matley handles the music. Michael Burgess and Brian Hollers are on cinematography. Tim Porter edits the piece. Sheila Gaff handles the casting. And we've got production design from Paul Kirby, art direction from Joseph Nadeau, Nathan Crockmore, and Cameron Beasley. Cara Price is on set decoration, and Carol Ramsey costume design. So our cast. Well, we have got Dan Morgan, played by Mark Wahlberg. His wife, Jessica Morgan, is played by Michelle Monaghan. We've got their daughter, Nina, played by Zoe Colletti. Their son, Kyle, is played by Van Crosby. And their other son, Max. Who is playing Max? They never do these listings in a logical way. Well, because Max is a little baby, so there's Lytia Hatcher. Iana Norris and Vienna Norris are all playing Max. Oh, and Lizette Piano. So it looks like a load of girls played Little Max, which is kind of amusing. Oh dear. Okay. We have also got who else have we got up in this film? Spiros is played by Johnny Coyne. Toolpick is played by Felicia Pearson. Anissa Niall Johnson is the kickbox instructor. Gold Chain is played by Miles Dulek. Jorge is played by Al Vicente. Deb is played by Chantal Maurice. Hal is played by Ryan Homchick. MC is played by Haley Keown. Chad is played by Michael Zazzarino. Cyrus, played by Keelan Boyle. Who else do we have? Bo is played by Bo Wilson. Balding, played by James Sharp. Ren is played by Ray Cam. Samir is played by Joey McTeen. Yeah, I think that is our main group of people. right? So the gist, hold on, is that? Yeah, I feel that's it. Oh, McCaffrey is played by Syrian Hines, right? Um, so yes. Oh, Maggie Q is Gwen. Yes. Gosh. And Algie is Saeed Tagamu. All right, that's it. So the gist of the story is Dan Morgan is seemingly a normal family man, but was once the deadliest assassin in the world. When his past finally catches up with him, Dan takes his family on a road trip to Las Vegas so he can confront the man who wants him dead, all while trying to keep his old life a secret from his wife and children. That was not it. That's not why they went to Vegas. No, they went to Vegas to just escape, not to confront anyone, because he didn't actually fully know the extent of what was happening at the time. So, yeah, that's a very weird synopsis. But, yeah, listen, going into this, I really did not have like crazy high expectations, right? I try and keep it, I always go in with an open mind, right? But I was thinking it might not be my thing. But I like to look at everything I can because if you're only getting a certain type or genre of film looked at, it's hard to really judge everything, right? So yeah, looking at everything, you can get an understanding of what these reviews are. Plus, there's always surprises. You know what I mean? There's always those ones that you'd be like, yo, I really enjoyed the fuck out of that. But it's like looking at the poster, because you've got Dan holding Max and a bag, then his wife's by him, and then in the background, you've got his daughter and older son. And it looks a bit like the poster to Vacation, right? The reboot of the National Lampoon's Vacation series, right? It looks like that poster, So I feel I was kind of expecting that kind of film, and it is a family film. It's a family film, right? I believe yeah, I was told like 8 and over, this is probably most suited to. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty fair watching it. But like it opens up and we've got Dan, right? He seems really happy. He's a car salesman and he's really selling this car to someone, right? He gets offered employee of the month, but he's not looking to take it. He's never taken it, right? And his boss is like, come on, you never want this, but he's not interested, right? And you kind of get the feel that he is into his routines. I mean, his wife says it, right? Every wedding anniversary, they go to the place where they first meet, right? So it just seems that thing. But you get a sense something is definitely going on. Right, there's going in. I had no clue what the synopsis of this film was. Right, so there's a confrontation at the fair, and he doesn't do anything, but you can tell. Oh, he wanted to. Right, he wanted to. So there is that, and yeah, as I said, you get this feeling, right? And his wife meets a friend in the gym, travel agent, and you just think, oh, there's these things that are happening that are definitely going to impact the film in some way, right? A couple that don't go on holiday and she meets a holiday, rep, right? Like, oh, he didn't want to fight, but you can tell that he can fight. So there's these things, and it is one of the, I will say, right, it's one of those films where, yes, you can kind of predict what's going to happen, right? You know where the story is going to go. But, but, I genuinely laughed out loud uh, probably 5 or so times, right? Just laughed up loud, right? Where everyone else in the screen is just like, what's this motherfucker on, man? Yo, why is this motherfucker laughing so loud? But there's some funny, like, there's a bit with this bike riding scene, and little baby Max is kind of like, it looks like Max is orchestrating what to do in a situation, and it's amusing. It is amusing, right? The pole vault was amusing. Like, yeah, I laughed my ass off in the pole vault. There's a bit where who's, I think the daughter is just like, maybe he's okay, which you're just like, yo. So yeah, there's just a few, man, but there was there was these moments which was just straight funny, was straight funny, you know. So looking at this film, right, I think it's one of those kind of like spy actioners, right? As I said, it's suitable for the family, right? It's suitable for younger kids. But it's one of those ones where you go, if I actually was an 8-year-old, I'd love the shit out of this, right? Because it's a little bit, I wouldn't say edgy, but it's walking that line, right? So it's a bit more out there than, let's say, the recent Spy Kids film, right? Which, it was a little frustrating, but for that target audience, you could see that that film was very well suited and it would work, right? But this one, The Family Pan, yo, this was that film that you loved as a kid, right? It had action, it had laughs, and as I said, it is a little bit walking that edgy tightrope. You know what I mean? So you're just like, yeah, a little kid, you'd just be like, oh, I'm watching an adult film kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's one of those. It's the gateway drug to an adult film for a kid. That's what that's what this is. And it was fun. It was definitely fun. Like the karaoke in the car, right? And both, because we get, there's the scene in the film, and then there's another one in the credits, which is like the reversal of what we saw earlier. And they were, both of those were fun, right? Both of those were fun, right? This, like, the fight scenes aren't, it's not John Wick, right? But I don't think you're expecting this to be that. Do you know what I mean? You're not expecting John Wick from this, you know? And there's certain situations, it's played how you expect those kind of situations in this type of film to be played, right? It's pretty black and white on, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what would these people do? But again, as I said, it does work. It works in the context of what this film is, right? It's not an 18, it's not a hard R, right? It's not one of them films, but it delivers. It delivers the fun, it delivers the action, it delivers some straight laughs, you know? So it does what it's meant to do, right? Now, I think I would change the title. I don't think the title does the film any sort of justice, or the poster. I don't think they do it the justice that this film deserves. But this is, yo, if you like Spy Kids, right, but you want a little bit more, That's what this is, baby. That's what this is. You know what I mean? If your kids are like, oh, but mom, dad, can we not watch, let's say the 355? You know what I mean? Let's say John Wick, right? They want to watch that. They want to watch Nobody. They want to watch one of them films, right? And you're just like, yo, that's a bit too, it's a bit, yo, I don't think you're ready or old enough for those films. But this is the film you show them, right? This is the film that will have them happy and appeased that they thinking they're watching this mad adult film. But it's safe for the kids. Safe for the kids, right? So yes, take them to see the family plan. Yeah. Now, I'm just I think it drops on the 15th, right? Actually, I think it's just straight to Apple TV. So if you have Apple TV on the 15th of December, the family plan will be dropping. So it's just in time for Christmas, really. And it's definitely, hey, throw this on Christmas Day when you're trying to get the dinner ready and all of that. This will keep them little youths quiet for that time, for sure. For sure. It is just under 2 hours, but it didn't really feel it dragged. Didn't really feel it dragged. I was entertained. I was happily entertained, people. So yes, I co-sign the family